really is rigging the elections? Are these claims true or mere baseless? To answer all these questions, I have a special panel of guests joining us this evening. Let me introduce Dr. Rajkumar Rajan, spokesperson of the RJD, Kuntal Krishna, who is the spokesperson for BJP, Dr. Anshul Avijit, national spokesperson of the Congress, and Amitabh Tiwari, political strategist and commentator, also an election analyst and researcher. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. As I want to take my first question to Dr. Anshul Avijit over the claims that Rahul Gandhi has been making and just the weight with which he says that he has an atom bomb of evidence. You know, because now this is not just about the poll body or the center. The entire nation wants to know what is it that he has and when is he going to put it out?
The nation wanted to know, and Bihar itself wanted to know right from the beginning of this ill-timed, misplaced and highly suspicious manner in which the SIR was conducted. The questions are not about Rahul Gandhi. You know, we have to completely decenter the opposition from the main issue at hand, which is the illegitimacy of the SIR operation going on at the moment, a few months before the Bihar election, completely unprecedented. In a time frame of about 1 month.
My question to you is on what Rahul Gandhi is saying and when is he going to speak on it? He says that he has mammoth evidence against the poll body on how the elections were rigged. When will he put out the evidence?
No, we will bring it out when we have the evidence. We already have it. Nobody can put a gun to our head. We will bring it out as soon as we do. You'll get to hear of it. He's already announced that he's going to bring it out. That is not the question. The larger question is, I don't know why the opposition, because it's raising serious doubts. Your channel has raised them. You've done stories of the huge amount of lapses that have happened in this process, which cannot be, which is an impossibility to complete with the amount of time which is given. Journalists have raised this question. The people of Bihar have raised this question. Ordinary people, civil society, everyone has raised these questions of an illegitimate exercise which is subverting the democratic process being conducted. Why is the opposition coming? Because it is raising questions right now. The economy is a complete mess. But every time we critique the economy, somehow the opposition is at fault. You know, the opposition is only raising questions which you all are raising, which is in everyone's mind. Are you telling me there is not even a hint of suspicion about the actions of the Election Commission in the manner in which this exercise being done? Then why are there so many stories on it? Why are newspaper reports flooded with these kind of things about this particular exercise? It's completely illegitimate, it's completely ill-timed, it's politically motivated, it is done on the behest of the executive. There's absolutely no doubt why it was done at the moment.
Okay, we'll talk about that in greater detail, but I want to take my next question to Dr. Rajkumar, especially on the embarrassment that Tejashwi Yadav had to face. Tejashwi ने पहले कहा कि उनका नाम ही नहीं है electoral rolls में, and immediately the EC got back at him, hugely embarrassing.
देखिए, तेजस्वी जी ने जो कहा और मीडिया के सामने उन्होंने कहा और मीडिया के सामने बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म पर और बड़े स्क्रीन पर उन्होंने दिखाया था। चुनाव आयोग के द्वारा जो वेबसाइट था, उसी वेबसाइट पर जो उनको आईडी नंबर मिला था, उन आईडी नंबर को उस चुनाव आयोग के वेबसाइट पर उन्होंने वो डाला था और जो निकल कर सामने आया वो मीडिया के सामने है, उस पर उनका नाम नहीं था। तो यह मीडिया की गलती, यह चुनाव आयोग की गलती है, चुनाव आयोग की प्रक्रियाओं में गलती है, चुनाव आयोग के उन असंवैधानिक ढांचे में, और यह कहें कि उनके उन कागजात में या उनके जो जिस तरह से बनाए गए रूल रेगुलेशन उसमें कमियां थी। और देखिए, एसआर का मामला बिहार के पृष्ठभूमि को समझना होगा। ये बार-बार यह जो आरोप लगाया जाता है चुनाव आयोग पर, जो संदेह प्रकट की जाती है, उनके प्रक्रियाओं पर जो संदेह होता है, उसका एक अहम हिस्सा है
जी। पर इसीलिए ये ज्यादा बड़ी बात है क्योंकि कैमरे के सामने आकर उन्होंने अपना EPIC नंबर बताया और उन्होंने कहा मेरा नाम नहीं है, और फिर इमीडिएटली इलेक्शन कमिश्नर ने उस पर अपना जवाब दिया। पर आपसे एक और बात जानना चाहूंगी, क्योंकि RJD का कहना है कि उनके पास 2 EPIC नंबर्स हैं, JDU कह रही है कि ये बहुत बड़ा फ्रॉड है, एंड इनफैक्ट आप ही की पार्टी ने कहा है कि उनके पास मल्टीपल EPIC नंबर्स हैं। ये क्या है, इसके पीछे सच क्या है? और अगर ऐसा है तो तेजस्वी ने ये रिपोर्ट क्यों नहीं किया?
नहीं, देखिए ये सत्ता पक्ष का ये जो है ये आरोप जो निराधार है और मैं इसमें कोई दम नहीं है, ये इस तरह की बात है ही नहीं। वो तो चुनाव आयोग के द्वारा एसआर पर जो बार बार लगातार जो उनके प्रक्रियाओं पर जो हम जो उनके गलतियों को उजागर कर रहे हैं, उस आवेश में आकर वह ऐसी गलत बातें बयानबाजी कर रहे हैं। दरअसल समझिए, बिहार की पृष्ठभूमि में एसआर के मुद्दे पर बिहार का 73% भूभाग बाढ़ में ग्रसित रहता है, और इलेक्शन के चुनाव के ठीक पहले आप 6 महीना पहले करा लेते। आप देखिए, एनडीए का एक अहम हिस्सा है टीडीपी, उसने उसने भी सलाह दिया चुनाव आयोग को कि आप चुनाव की प्रक्रिया के समय न कराएं, कम से कम 6 महीना पहले कराएं। समय की बात है।
राजकुमार जी, मैं
मान लीजिए
तेजस्वी
सुप्रीम
की
कोर्ट
बात कर
लगातार
रही
कह
हूँ
रहा
कि
है कि
अगर
आधार
उनके
कार्ड
पास
और
दो
वोटर
ईपीआईसी
रिकॉर्ड को
नंबर्स
जोड़ें।
थे तो उन्होंने रिपोर्ट क्यों नहीं किया? दूसरी बात, एक्चुअल सच क्या है? उनके पास कितने ईपीआईसी नंबर्स हैं? जेडीयू सीधा सीधा उनको फ्रॉड बुला रही है।
जेडीयू का तो काम ही है। देखिए, एसआर के मुद्दे पर इतने बड़े मुद्दे हैं, आम जनता बिहार की 13 करोड़ जनता जो त्राहिमाम हो रही है, और ऐसे एहन मुद्दे पर माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी का चुप रह जाना यह संदेह प्रकट करता है कि वह मिलीभगत चल रही है, एक षड्यंत्र चल रहा है। देखिए, बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर ने संविधान में जो राजनीतिक असमानताएं थी, और उन असमानताओं को दूर करके उन्होंने जो है मतदान का प्रयोग जो आम जनता को दिया, जो पूंजीपति वर्ग है और जन सामान्य व्यक्ति है, दोनों का मताधिकार एक समान है, उस अधिकार को जो है खारिज किया जा रहा है। और उसके संदर्भ में लगातार चुनाव आयोग के द्वारा जो बार बार अपने स्टेटमेंट को बदला जा रहा है, कोई एक ठोस आधार कानून नहीं है। आपने 11 सूची मांग लिया, क्या बिहार की जनता 11 सूचियों में से वो दे सकता है? माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट बार बार करेगा आधार कार्ड और मतदाता सूची को जोड़े, चुनाव आयोग क्यों नहीं मान रहा है? इसका
ओके,
मतलब है कहीं ना
ओके।
कहीं आप आम
मैं
जनता को, बिहार की 13 करोड़ जनताओं को जो हाशिए पर है, गरीब जनता है, अशिक्षित जनता है, उसको आप 11 सूची के नाम कागजात ना होने के कारण बिहार के नागरिकता से खारिज कर देंगे। तो
नहीं,
इसीलिए यह जो सत्ता पक्ष के लोग हैं वो बार बार ऐसे मुद्दे को सुनना पसंद नहीं करते,
पर
इसलिए
पर
ऐसे
पर
मुद्दों को
पर
डिलीट करके
आपकी
न्यूज़
ही
बातें
एक
कही जा
बात
रही।
पे सर, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने अभी थोड़े घंटे पहले ही अनाउंस किया है कि पिछले 24 घंटों में 0 क्लेम 0 ऑब्जेक्शंस आए हैं इलेक्टोरल रोल्स पे।
देखिए, अब कल ही उस मतदाता सूची उस पर डाउनलोड किया गया है, उस पर हम लोग देख रहे हैं। अभी बहुत सारी चीजें आई है हमारे पास कंप्लेन, उस पर हम विचार विमर्श कर रहे हैं। अब आने वाले समय में माकूल जवाब देंगे।
Okay. Kuntal Krishna, I know you want to make a point, but before that, I quickly want to bring in Amitabh Tiwari to understand who is to blame in this scenario. Because Tejashwi Yadav has 2 or multiple EPIC numbers which he has not reported. JDU is calling him a fraud. And the Election Commission, the very fact that how does he have so many EPIC numbers, who is to blame?
See, it seems to be a comedy of errors, correct? I mean, Tejaswi Yadav's team should have checked this carefully and should have known beforehand that if he has, by any chance, let's say multiple IDs, he should have checked thoroughly whether his name is in the election commission latest voter list or not. Correct? Otherwise, it does not look nice. The larger question is, which you raised and which the program is on about, is that Rahul Gandhi has been raising the issue of ECI allegedly fixing the elections in Maharashtra. Then we've heard about Karnataka, some seats, and now we've heard about Lok Sabha posts, because I think this is the first time he's making an allegation on Lok Sabha elections. Now, see, these allegations are very serious, and if he has the proof, then he should bring it out in public domain. Correct? Because elections in India or democracy in India is not just watched here, but also watched globally. Correct? I mean, India is the largest democracy, and the election process is respected worldwide. What happens is that these allegations and this complete breakdown of communication and mistrust between the government, the opposition, and the ECI is not helping our image or image of the elections which we have built over the years. So, if he has any proof, he should bring it out, and the election commission then, of course, would need to counter that, because this is not only being fought in, let's say, courts, but this will also be fought in the public court, which is the perception. Perception is the new reality. So election commission will have to come out and counter those allegations whenever they are made.
I completely agree with you. The very point that I started this debate on, and for the Congress to say that we will bring it out wherever we want to, is not really a fair argument to make, sir, because Rahul Gandhi saying, I have an atom bomb of evidence. Then he has to back those claims. In fact, I have not had the BJP speak yet. Let me bring in Mr. Kuntal Krishna to respond to all the comments that have come in till now, and also to answer, does this all the more evoke the need for SIR?
Thank you so much. You asked a question to Congress spokesperson, my dear friend Avijit, and he was very, very uncomfortable answering your question. You know why? Because even Congress knows that Rahul Gandhi has become a liability on Congress itself. As an individual, Rahul Gandhi might say anything and walk away. But when he speaks something, leader of opposition of India is speaking. And leader of opposition of India cannot be irresponsible. Leader of opposition of India cannot be infactual. Leader of opposition of India cannot be non-political, cannot be non-serious. And Rahul Gandhi has proved to be all of these. Rahul Gandhi has proved to be non-political, non-responsible, non-factual. When Rahul Gandhi is raising a question on a constitutional agency, then he must have some factual backing with him. He is raising a question on Karnataka electoral roll. Let me tell you, I am not EC spokesperson, but there are few facts which are into public domain. More than a year has passed. 10 petitions has been filed against Election Commission in Karnataka, which relates to Karnataka Lok Sabha elections. None of these elections were filed by any INC candidate who lost. It is more than a year now. Especially, electoral roll was shared with INC in Karnataka. On 12th June, Election Commission wrote a mail to Leader of Opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. On 12th June itself, Election Commission wrote a letter to Leader of Opposition, Rahul Gandhi, regarding all these things. Until now, Rahul ji, who is also Leader of Opposition, holding such a high post, has not responded. So, now we all know it, but now even Congress has started accepting it that Rahul Gandhi has become a liability. Probably Rahul Gandhi ji is living in his own world, and that what world is that? Congress would better know. Another thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You have got some question to ask?
Go ahead.
Now coming back to Bihar chapter. Tejashwi came on television. Tejashwi came publicly and claimed that his name is not there. More than 24 hours has passed, and 80,000 of opposition block level agents, total of 1,60,000 block level booth level agents were involved in this whole process of SIR, and 80,000 were political workers from RJD and Congress. None of these could come up with one single claim till now. What Tejashwi claimed termed to be a big fraud. If Tejashwi is conducting some fraud, we are not having any big deal with that, because Tejashwi and his family, they have been into fraudulent activity since years. His father was convicted for economic fraud. Tejashwi is also facing charges of economic fraud. So now if he is conducting some another fraud based with his epic, we are not at all amazed. Probably he will have to face another constitutional remedy for this. I won't go into that debate now. But the fact of the matter is, SIR was needed in Bihar because of such things. There were many people like Tejashwi who are having either 2 or 3 epics or
point taken,
completely fraudulent epic issued by RJD and Congress. So SIR was needed. Yes.
Point taken. And I want Dr. Anshul Abhijit to respond to you, to the comments that you've also made on Rahul Gandhi. And just to add that caveat, sir, because this is coming on a day when Rahul Gandhi has made that remark on Arun Jaitley, and Arun Jaitley's son has fact-checked him. It has been extremely embarrassing for him, because, one would really wonder whether he's making it up. Why is it that he makes such claims and has to back out on it?
Look, let me get things clear. there is enough circumstantial evidence that already exists. Your channel has been doing it. Why are you doing so many stories on the nature of the SIR in Bihar, about the faulty nature and why it's misplaced, about things not working, about discrepancies? There is already enough circumstantial evidence in Bihar and in Maharashtra and other elections about which puts the election commission under a cloud of suspicion. It has been consistently quoting controversy ever since this government came to power. We will bring out other direct evidence. Yes, we will. I mean, we will only bring it out. I mean, there's this chorus that you please bring out evidence. We will do it. We are collecting it, collating it. We have it. We'll bring out in good time. You can't force us to bring out that evidence, right?
All right.
We'll only bring it out when we have that particular evidence properly collated. But the circumstantial evidence already exists about the time frame of this election, about the nature of documentation which is required, which is an impossibility in itself. Doesn't this raise suspicion in your mind? SIR which is conducted a few months before this particular election, the last time, if I remind my friend Kunthal, the last time in 2003, the assembly elections were 2 years away and the Lok Sabha elections were 1 year away. There was enough time. Even that didn't escape controversy, right? Whenever there is, we all know that revision of electoral polls is a necessity. It needs to be done. But the manner and the timing are the questions that are being asked by journalists themselves about the people of Bihar. You're always putting as if the opposition is the only one asking those questions about a collapsed foreign policy, about the economy which has been completely wrecked, about numerous other things. It is not just us. It is the people of this country
nobody is
that are
defying
asking
that.
those
That is
questions.
the opposition's job to ask those questions. Point also is that when such claims are made, how are those claims being backed is the point that I was trying to make. And I believe Mr. Kuntal Krishna wants to respond to you, sir.
Stories.
Mr. Kuntal Krishna wants to respond to you. Let's also give him a chance.
See, Ansulji, I'll give you another fact. In 2003, when SIR was conducted in Bihar, it was again conducted in 31 days only. You must know this fact. In 2003, SIR was conducted in 31 days only. And please, if you have got some specific example, come up with some specific evidence. Otherwise, please stop blaming our constitutional institutions. By blaming constitutional institutions, you are blaming our country's setup, constitutional setup. And you are saying that at good times you will come up with evidence. When Rahul Gandhi goes abroad and he starts demeaning our country and our country's institutions. Is that the good time? Is that the good time?
Can I just respond to that?
All of the opposition has
you quickly
gone
make your point.
Intellectually.
No, I mean, how many times has
Dr.
Mr.
Avijit, you quickly make your point. After that, I want to go to Amitabh Tiwari. I don't have too much time on this debate. So, Dr. Avijit, you do respond to him.
Kuntal, how many times has Mr. Modi gone abroad and completely collapsed and destroyed our foreign policy? The whole world has turned against us. He should keep going abroad, missing parliament, and figure out.
We're on the subject of election rigging.
Collapsed, and so is our foreign policy.
All right. I want to take this question to Mr. Amitabh Tiwari because the ECI has hit back at Tejashwi Yadav, and the statement is, no BLA of any political party, including the RJD, has submitted a single objection to the BLOs during the last 24 hours. Then why is it that he continues to make baseless allegations? Mr. Tiwari.
So see, essentially there are three things. One is that the time required is less, is correct. It should not have been linked to election, in my opinion. And Aadhaar card should be used as a proof, which even the Supreme Court is saying. Having said that, the Maharashtra episode and this episode is different because in Maharashtra, the opposition came out after the elections, correct? So here, the names of 65 lakh voters have been deleted, which amounts to roughly 75 voters per booth. In a booth in Bihar, currently there are 800 voters. Now, even if Congress is not a powerhouse in Bihar, RJD is the single largest party and would definitely have one agent per polling booth. Now, unless the opposition is able to bring out genuine voters who are alive or who have not shifted out of the 65 lakh. So, unless they are able to bring in a significant number of voters and say that these deletions are illegitimate, then they will not be able to make a point. As you mentioned, in the last 24 hours, there has not been even a single objection. Now the question is, I think they are moving to the future, that this electoral roll is a draft roll 7.24, and there could be deletions from here because people do not have the requisite objects. Now that we will have to see how many people are deleted from the 7.24. First, there are 65 lakh voters, and
Right,
there the
right,
opposition needs to prove that there has
right.
been some misdoing to prove their allegations.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm very short on time, and which is I just want to take my last question to Dr. Rajkumar Rajan. कई तरह के सवाल उठ रहे हैं राजन जी. I know Kuntal Krishna, you want to make your point. Please, let me just take this question. कि क्यों तेजस्वी यादव इस तरह के claims के साथ आ रहे हैं जो कि वो प्रूव नहीं कर पा रहे हैं? क्या आरजेडी को हारने का डर है? क्या आरजेडी अगर सिर्फ इसको एक पॉलिटिकल नैरेटिव के जरिए यूज कर रही है तो क्या उनको बेटर मुद्दों पे जेडीयू और बीजेपी को काउंटर करना चाहिए ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ गवर्नेंस? व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द आरजेडी ट्राइंग टू अचीव?
देखिए, अभी जो बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता जो बोल रहे थे, मैं उस बात पर पहले बात करना चाहूंगा, फिर मैं इन बातों पर आता हूँ।
सर 1 मिनट है
आपने
आपके पास,
आप आरोप
क्योंकि मुझे
प्रत्यारोप
बोला
लगाते
जा रहा है
हैं,
कि
लेकिन
ये
अभी अभी
शो रैप करना
देखिए,
है।
अभी क्या की जो रिपोर्ट आई है 71,000 करोड़ का जो घोटाला है बिहार में, उसके संदर्भ में कुछ बोलेंगे क्या? इतना बड़ा फ्रॉड और इतना बड़ा घोटाला हुआ है, इस पर ये कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे। देखिए, एसआर के मुद्दा पर जो आपने प्रश्न किया, दरअसल यह समझिए कि कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का अंडरस्टैंडिंग होता है, आम जनता से जुड़ा हुआ हो रहता है, आम जनता की बात उठाता है, विपक्ष की बड़ी भूमिका होती है। कभी अरुण जेटली और सुषमा स्वराज ने कहा था कि संसद भवन और विधानसभा तो विपक्ष का होता है, विपक्ष की बड़ी भूमिका होती है।
राइट।
देखिए, पूरे एसआर के मामले में चुनाव आयोग पर ये जो लगातार यह प्रश्न खड़े होते हैं, इसके मूल आधार हैं। आपने 11 सूची में जिन कागजों का डिमांड किया है, बिहार की जनता।
Okay, I'm sorry, we'll have to close the debate here. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening.